Good morning, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project Magnetic Reversal News and Shinrin Yoku, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Friday, July 16th, around 11 a.m. Mountain Time 2021. And we are redoing this podcast with audio. Now, with huge wildfires in the West erupting in size, not seen since last summer, it is a bummer that no precipitation is in the forecast for Washington State in the coming weeks. But the big story, rescuers rush to help as Europe's flood toll surpasses 125. Keep calm. It's boom time. Oh dear. Germany mounts huge rescue effort after floods leave dozens and many more missing. And we can clearly see there the devastating impacts of that massive amount of rain that hit Western Europe, Germany, Belgium, apparently the worst hit with dozens dead. Now, the death toll is now over 120, and our prayers go out to everyone being affected in that region. Now, just a side note, we predicted that the 100-year flood would be the annual flood, and we're seeing an uptick in these massive flood events for the last several years, and this is no different. Evacuations expand in Lake County as 227,000-acre bootleg fire spreads erratically. No precipitation in sight, and luckily it's in a very, very rural area. More Lake County residents living along the eastern edge of southern Oregon's bootleg fire were told to evacuate on Thursday as the inferno once more began to spread rapidly and erratically in hot afternoon winds, and a nearby smaller fire gained a foothold. Currently, more than 227,000 acres, the bootleg fire, the largest wildfire currently in the U.S., is less than 10% contained. We'll keep a close eye on the bootleg fire. And here they're claiming 7% containment as more evacuations take place. Take a look at where some of those wildfires are happening. Most of these in the Four Corners region will be put out in the coming days due to the monsoon. National Weather Service, at least 12 confirmed tornadoes touched down Wednesday in Iowa. And that includes one EF-3 and two EF-1 tornadoes. According to the National Weather Service in Des Moines office, which issued more tornado warnings Wednesday, 18 than on any day since September 5th, 2004. This was, well, a historic event. Storm blows through Metro Phoenix, brings heavy rain and hail. Good news. Flash flooding and heat threats today into the weekend. Heavy rain may result in flash urban and small stream flooding, as well as renewed river issues from the southern plains into New England today and Saturday. Heat advisories have been posted over parts of the Northeast. Look at that. Look at that, right on the coastal areas. With excessive heat forecasts in portions of the northern Rockies and High Plains as well into the weekend. So stay tuned. And here is the total precipitation forecast for the next, well, out until July 31st. And it's a little frozen. But this gives you an idea for the next 2 weeks. There it goes. Just what that precipitation outlook looks like. And it looks like Arizona is going to be the big winner in the Four Corners region. Almost no precipitation for California, Washington, and Oregon. Almost none whatsoever. But it looks like some of the drought here and some of the Colorado River basins are going to get some water. Much needed. Antarctic air engulfs southern Africa. Heavy snow hit South Africa as well as nations log their coldest July temperatures ever recorded. The mainstream is not reporting on that, but Electroverse and Cap Alon are. Record summer chills sweep the United States as subpolar cold hits Africa. I bet you didn't hear about the record lows in Texas over the last few days while the heat baked the West, did you? Winter bites hard in Australia. U.S. wheat crops in serious trouble. Plus, more record gains posted across Greenland. Record gains. Holy macaroni. July 14th was a record-breaking day in the Greenland mass ice budget chart here. Greenland itself gained 2 gigatons of ice during the middle of summer, which is the deepest melt period, usually averaging 5 gigatons of melt per day. Well, on July 14th, it was 7 gigatons off the normal. In fact, gaining 2 gigatons, a positive effect. You can see historically in the last 30 years, there have been no positive effects for all of the month of July since back to 1981. So this is a 50-year, maybe an all-time record for ice gain in Greenland in the middle of July. And I guarantee if you search Greenland ice gain, you will not get one single article anywhere on the planet on that, except for Cap Allen, maybe Diamond's podcast. Astronomers spot first activity on giant megacomet beyond Saturn. This giant megacomet, we did an excellent podcast last night over at Magnetic Reversal News on C2014 UN 271 Bernardinelli Bernstein, which is, well, 10,000 times more massive, 1,000 more times than a typical comet. Okay. And this one's about 100 kilometers wide. 100 kilometers could be 50, 60 miles wide. And it does have a coma. So this may be the largest electric comet ever witnessed. And we're actually going to be able to view this for the next 10, 20 years. The closest approach is until 2031, where it will be just outside of Saturn. And we've got a long time to study this object. And the object in question here over at JPL, the simulator, you can see Bernardinelli Bernstein's parabolic orbit here coming into the solar system and going through at the closest approach to Earth and the Sun, just outside the orbit of Saturn, between Saturn and Uranus. And if we blow up the inner solar system where Earth is, you could just see how far away that this comet is actually going to be, way out there. So no risk of it really hitting anything, but a comet this massive, if it's electric and it has a huge effect, could literally have a coma bigger than anything in our solar system, bigger than Jupiter, maybe 5 times as big as Jupiter, the coma, something that potential, and literally will be a visible object from Earth. Current observations suggest that it will be a telescope object throughout the entire run. But the fact that we've never witnessed an object like this doesn't, well, I don't believe the hype anyway. So keep an open mind. We have 10 years before this gets right here, and then another 10 years as it goes away to witness the largest comet ever known. More vaccinated people are dying of COVID in England than unvaccinated. That's not what they're saying here in the U.S. Let's talk about BEAM. Let's talk about solutions. Enough of this dystopian world. We've been selling BEAM here on the channel to support the channel and also support everyone's permaculture projects. And now BEAM is not a fertilizer or a compost. It is an inoculant which results in 25 times increase in active soil fungal biomass. So what does that mean for you? It means that, well, you're going to have the optimum conditions in your soil to create the nutrients that your plants need. And research by Dr. Johnson in the long-term experience of farmers such as Gabe Brown in North Dakota has shown that in addition to high fungal and bacterial rations in the soil, well, BEAM helps store carbon. And we want you to benefit from BEAM in your garden as well as in your pocketbook. So not only can you buy BEAM from the channel and support the channel, but you could become an affiliate and sell your own BEAM. Become a BEAM affiliate and get the highest commission for any product on the internet, and it's the easiest to sell. It sells itself. BEAM Soil Booster is basically sells itself. And what I mean by that is, look at this tree. BEAM was put right on the left side of the tree here, not on the right side of the tree. You can clearly see the results in the first year of BEAM being applied on the left side of this tree that transforms the foliage. There's a full instruction manual on how to make BEAM. It's simple. You just take the BEAM out of the bag when you get it, throw a scoop into 5 gallons of water, drain the water through a t-shirt or a piece of cheesecloth, and spray it on your soil. It's that simple. If you become an affiliate through our link, you'll make 10% on each sale. And if you have a way to sell BEAM, or maybe you're looking for a job, you could make your own website and sell your own BEAM. So there's that. And that's boom. To knowledge and to BEAM. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance in a dystopian world where you need BEAM. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Share this with like-minded people. We apologize for the silent picture show last night. We love you. Be safe. And that is a boom.